So I am sitting here in a hotel room. I filmed my latest video, did the editing, and I was ready to post. Then all of a sudden I go on Twitter and I see Ricky Starks has joined NXT. So, okay, I have to comment on that. So this is going to be like an epilogue prologue. So you're going to be seeing the stuff I film later, film before the main part of the video. Does that make any sense? No, but I'm avant-garde. What do you want? I'm an artistic YouTube content creator or whatever. But in any case, yeah, I just want to give my 2 cents on Ricky Starks going to NXT and talk about the Super Bowl. I forgot to talk about that in the main part of the video, so I'll do that as well. It's kind of a tack on to the main video. Ricky Starks is a guy that I believed in AEW. I thought he embodied everything that AEW was sold as, with the showcase for the young, exciting future of professional wrestling. And I thought Ricky was just A+, one of those guys, could talk circles around most of the guys that were getting pushes, like the Jack Perrys and the Daniel Garcias and the Wheeler Yutas. There was a huge upside to him, at least I thought. And for whatever reason, he didn't get pushed in AEW. Now, granted, I'm not there behind the scenes. I don't know exactly what happened, but I see the on-screen product, and I'm just looking and I'm like, what are we doing here? Why is Ricky Starks not being utilized? It just didn't make sense to me. And was very disappointing because I just saw a huge upside in him. So now he's in WWE, and we'll get to see what he does. I don't know if he's going to be enough to make me want to watch NXT. I haven't watched NXT in a dog's age, but maybe I'll check it out, just see what he does. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, congratulations to him. Go where you're appreciated, which kind of ties into what I'm going to say about the Super Bowl. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles on winning a big Super Bowl, defeating the Kansas City Chiefs, stopping the three-peat, and I'm actually okay with it, believe it or not. New York Giants fan. I bleed blue, and under normal circumstances, the Philadelphia Eagles winning a Super Bowl, especially the year after getting our star running back for their team, and it turns out Saquon Barkley was the missing component to make them a Super Bowl caliber team, which should make me sick. But no, I was kind of sick of the Kansas City Chiefs and this whole season where they were just benefiting from BS and fluky BS. And if it wasn't the referees bailing them out with questionable calls, it was like some kind of ridiculous luck happening. Like, people joked it was Taylor Swift's dark magic or whatever, and I'm just sitting there like, they can't honestly win a Super Bowl after a season like this. It's just... They might, and this is a stupid thing to say, I realize, but they might be the worst number one seeded team I've ever seen. And you watch both playoff games that they played against the Texans and especially the Buffalo Bills, and I'm just like, we're just going to let this happen. Okay. Some people were crying, it's rigged, conspiracy theory. I don't know about any of that. I just know that I've never seen a team get that lucky for that long, all season long, and it was like, they're going to win the damn Super Bowl because it's just, this shit just keeps happening all year. Fortunately, it did not. I'm okay with Philly winning. It makes me sick that Saquon Barkley left us. Not mad at him at all. That was a complete failure of the Giants front office, and the fact that they basically, and I'm oversimplifying here, but they basically picked Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley, and that is going to be a decision that is going to haunt the Giants for a long, long time. This is one of the worst things they've ever done, and I knew it when it was happening. I knew it was a mistake to give Daniel Jones that contract. I knew it was a mistake to let Saquon go. I just knew that it was like, these are the wrong moves, and it bit the Giants in the butt in the worst way possible. So here's hoping some lessons are learned and we're able to grow and get better from it. I don't know. But yeah, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. Thank you so much for not only beating the Chiefs, but completely dismantling them. I mean, the Chiefs got some bitch points at the end, but really, I mean, that was a massacre. That game was a slaughter. I don't care how many 70-yard touchdowns Mahomes threw in the last 5 minutes of the game. It doesn't matter at that point. But congratulations to the Eagles. So they saved us from the evil empire. And it's like, look, I don't want to sound like I'm just shitting on the Chiefs, because it's like I still like Mahomes. I like Andy Reid, and Spags, he was our defensive coordinator during our big Super Bowl, and I really love and appreciate him. It's just that I just watch the way, and granted, their defense is good. Defense is really good, but I just watched them just get away with nonsense all year, and I'm like, are we really doing this? And fortunately tonight, or not tonight, but Sunday night, the Eagles just completely destroyed them, and I was more than okay with that. It's actually very weird. I was actually rooting for the Eagles against the New England Patriots when they beat Tom Brady a few years back too. So it's like, why is it every time Philly makes it to the Super Bowl, I have some reason to root for them? It's really weird. But under normal circumstances, this would all make me violently ill. But I rooted for the lesser of two evils in that regard. So yeah, congratulations to the Eagles. You absolutely deserve this. Great capstone to a great season. I thought, the funny thing about the Chiefs, I thought they actually did a really good job of keeping Saquon in check. Unfortunately, I think he was the only thing they prepared for because they couldn't stop anything else, and their defense just ran roughshod over Mahomes. So it was a massacre all game long. But hey, they kept Saquon in check. That was their only game plan apparently, and they did that really well, as if it mattered. But yeah, that's I just wanted to congratulate the Eagles and say that I enjoyed the game for what it was. Not necessarily as one of the all-time great competitive Super Bowls, but I did enjoy the game. I got my own twisted pleasure out of it. Hello everyone, the purpose of this video will be to explain a new series of videos that I plan on doing heading into WrestleMania and possibly even continuing after WrestleMania depending on what my schedule looks like because things have gotten really, really hectic the last couple of weeks and there's going to be a change of setting from where I film these videos, which I'm going to explain in a little bit. I'm actually in the middle of traveling right now. I am heading to Las Vegas, which is where I will be for the next few months. The current situation with my family is that when the new baby gets here, we've decided that we are going to temporarily move in with my wife's parents so that they can help out with the new baby and help out with our first baby and all that other jazz. But it means that I will be living in Las Vegas for the next 6 months. Temporary arrangement, but that's what we're doing right now. I appreciate the in-laws for wanting to help us with the baby and everything, but getting over there is quite a hectic process. In fact, I have a special guest in this video, Tori. Tori, come here. Come here, little girl. Come here, sweetie. Oh, say hi to little Tori. Part of my job is getting the dog over to Las Vegas. Say hi, Tori. Say hi. Yeah, she don't like that, so we're gonna let you get back to what you were doing, Tori. So, yeah, I am actually driving out to Las Vegas. I'm not flying out there because I'm taking over a bunch of stuff, including my car, because I want to have my car with me over there. So, it's gonna take me a few days to get there. But that is everything that is going on with me right now. So if you're wondering why I was gone for a couple of weeks, that's why. We've been planning this whole thing and getting this whole thing situated. So with all of that said, I do have a series of videos planned for WrestleMania season, and that is something I've kind of cooked up, kind of inspired by the original WrestleMania series I did way back when, my first year on YouTube. I called it Rebooking WrestleMania, where I took specific matches or moments from WrestleMania and I kind of rebooked them to kind of fix them, as it were. And I'm kind of revisiting that idea a little bit, kind of inspired by the last video I did, where it's like a big what if. What if Andre the Giant was in the 1991 Royal Rumble and participated in WrestleMania season and what could have been? And I'm going to be kind of doing that here. So the series of videos is going to be called WrestleMania What If. So I'm going to be looking at, my plan is 10 videos and specific matches from WrestleMania's history and kind of changing them and rebooking them and kind of twisting the situations to see what could have happened if specific things had happened at these WrestleManias. I won't say which ones yet. You'll see it when the video comes out. But that's something that I plan on releasing. The first video should be out sometime next week. I will be in Vegas by that point, and hopefully these videos aren't very long either. I have a tendency to ramble, but hopefully the videos are nice, quick, and easy, and you all enjoy them, and you get a nice little nostalgic kick out of it, and it helps get you in the mood for WrestleMania season. I would do videos about the current state of professional wrestling, but quite honestly, I'm kind of bored with the current state of professional wrestling, so I don't really have a whole lot to say. And as I get ready for the new baby coming in and everything, I think, maybe it's just better I talk about old stuff, because I'm more excited about that anyway. So, that is that. I guess I could talk a little bit about the Royal Rumble and the winners of the Royal Rumble. Charlotte Flair winning the Women's Rumble, not a great call. I've said it a million times before, and this is before she got hurt. This is before, she's been getting the reactions that she's been getting now. Charlotte does not work as a babyface. She just does not. I said it during her match with Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, which everybody praised as one of the greatest matches ever. I thought it was meh, but she just doesn't work as a babyface, and trying to make her like the conquering hero, coming back, fighting through injury, and winning the Royal Rumble. It just didn't work. And Stevie Richards on his podcast did an amazing breakdown of why it didn't work. But it just, yeah, it was a bad call. It was a really bad call, and I think there were much better ways that they could have done that. So Charlotte winning, not unexpected. I actually expected her to win. I just thought it was a bad call from the get-go. And then Jey Uso won the men's Royal Rumble, which that one was a shock. And this, I have to give them credit for this year's Rumble, because most of the time going into the Rumble, you've got maybe on a good year, like 3 or 4 candidates that you could envision possibly winning and getting the title shot. This year, they had quite a few. On a bad year, it's like 1 or 2. On a good year, it's like 3 or 4. This year, they had CM Punk, John Cena, Seth Rollins as a maybe. Who else was I thinking of? Drew McIntyre possibly as a maybe. And again, having 2 world titles kind of opens things up a little bit. Roman Reigns was definitely a candidate. So they had about 5 or 6 guys that I thought, okay, one of them could win it. So it was a little bit more unpredictable than it is most years. And then they went the really unpredictable route by giving it to Jey Uso, which I don't think anybody, envisioned him winning the Royal Rumble. Of course, he's going after Gunther, which kind of makes sense given the series of matches that they've had. But I will give them credit. A, they shocked me. B, it kind of plays into the fact that this match has 30 people in it, and it should be a little unpredictable sometimes. Sometimes doing a weird thing like this kind of works to kind of keep people on their toes and keep the Royal Rumble somewhat unpredictable, because most of the time you can get it down to 1 or 2 candidates, and this year it was a little bit more unpredictable than usual. And they went with somebody that nobody was expecting. So that I actually enjoyed that. And, they rewarded the guy who's getting great crowd reactions, selling merch, and is actually over. So I was like, okay. I'm okay with this. I'm like, I'm not a fan of there being 2 world titles, and I'm not a fan of Gunther being a secondary champion, holding the Roman Reigns consolation prize, which is all that belt ever was. And now that Roman isn't the champion, it makes the belt even more pointless, it seems. But that's just the nature of how things are in WWE and wrestling as a whole. They've got to have 9,000 different belts. But as far as like shocking me and giving people like something to talk about coming out of the Rumble, that actually worked. And sometimes doing, Vince Russo, he did them too much, but sometimes throwing a little sizzle on the steak actually works towards making things more interesting. Now, is Jey Uso going to work in the long run as a main eventer? I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a failed experiment or what, or if this is going to be like Billy Gunn winning the King of the Ring. I have no idea. But for right now, it's like, look, they shocked me. It was unpredictable, and they kept me on my toes a little bit. So I was actually a little surprised. So again, doing that once in a while, I think, is a good thing. So I was actually okay with that. But yeah, we'll find out more as we head into WrestleMania and the card starts to take shape. It looks like we're going to be getting Cody and Cena, like Punk and Logan, Seth and Roman, which is an odd match to have. I guess Rock's not involved, and there could have been some money matches there, but I guess not. Okay. Could have done Rock versus Roman, could have done Rock versus Cody, but nah, we're just not doing any of that. And I was like, okay, well, that's disappointing. But again, we'll know more as the card starts to take shape moving forward. But anything else going on that's that interesting? Probably not. Harley Cameron's getting a shot against Mercedes Moné. And again, kind of like what I talked about with Jey Uso. It's like, AEW, which is so lifeless right now, you have this girl, Harley Cameron, who is actually legitimately really entertaining and is being rewarded with a big title match on a big show. And it's like, yeah, good for her. Good for her. She deserves it. Now, granted, I think Harley Cameron's the type that doesn't need a belt. I think she can just be Harley and it'll be fine. But rewarding her with a bigger spot and like significant TV time, I think is the way to go, because she's legitimately probably the most entertaining thing on the entire show at these days. And, again, I think it's stupid to have 2 world, women's championships, especially since in AEW there's no difference between the 2. But it's nice to see, like, somebody recognized that Harley Cameron was worth something, and they decided to actually give her a reward of some kind. She's not going to win the belt, but, again, whatever gets her more attention, I'm all for it, because she absolutely deserves it. Anything else going on in the world of AEW? Nothing that interesting. Like I said, I'm kind of bored with modern wrestling at the moment. WWE again is just kind of like, I'm just biding my time till WrestleMania, and AEW, it's like, I don't know what I'm looking forward to over there. Like, and I've said it before, like, the money in wrestling, what really makes wrestling intriguing is the anticipation for something. If you can make me want something, then that's money. That's exactly what you want out of a wrestling product, or any story for that matter. But right now, it's just, I'm just kind of bored. And again, this is why I'm going to be shifting focus on these videos towards past WrestleManias, because I think that would be more interesting to me. And I've got a couple more ideas for videos. I've toyed around with the idea of... I may have brought this up before, but I've toyed around with the idea of like doing a series of videos talking about the cards I used to book with my action figures back in the day when I was really young, using the Hasbro WWF figures and other things. So if that's something that you would be interested in, please let me know, because that's something I've been toying around with for a while. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of weeks, and heading into WrestleMania. So we'll see how all of that goes. And I'm probably not going to be able to watch WrestleMania live, because that's around the time of my daughter's due date, and so things are really going to be heating up around then. But again, we'll see how it all goes. But that is all I have for you now. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you get notified when I post new videos. And question and answers video, the next one is coming. That'll probably be the next video, if I had to guess. So if you want to submit questions, use the email address listed in the description. But that is all I have for you now. Thanks again, everybody, for watching, and I will see you all later.